Hello everyone, I am SHRUTI DIXIT, Assistant Professor in Electronics and Communication Department, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, Bhopal. This college is under SAGE Group. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the 8051 microcontrollers pin diagram. This topic is from the subject Microcontroller and Embedded System EC-604. 8051 microcontroller is basically a smaller computer. Means this is the chip of 8051 microcontroller. On a single chip, there is RAM, ROM, CPU, input-output port, timer, serial communication ports are there. This microcontroller is 8051 microcontroller is also known as system on chip or computer on chip. But in case of microprocessor, microprocessor is basically a CPU, and all this remaining RAM, ROM, input, output, timer, silicon, all are connected externally to this CPU. But here a single chip is there, and on the single chip all the components are embedded. This is the pin diagram of 8051 microcontroller. This microcontroller is having total 40 pins are there. We will start with this pin number 1. From pin number 1 to pin number 7. This is the port 1. Means there are in 8051 case, there are 4 ports are there. Each port is having 8 bits. Total 32 bits are there. Port 0, port 1, port 2 and port 3. So from pin number 1 to pin number 8, this port 1 is there, and this the names are given P10, P11, P12 and so on. P3, this basically this P1 port is exclusively for input output data, but this P3 this next 9th number pin is reset pin. Then from pin number 10 to pin number 17, P3 port is there. Reception, transmission, interrupt 0, interrupt 1, timer 0, timer 1, writing, reading. This pin number 18 and 19 for oscillator frequency is there, facility of crystal oscillator 2, crystal oscillator 1. This 20th pin is ground pin. Pin number 21 to 28, P2 port is there. Then pin number 29, pin number 30, address latch enable. Then 31 VPP supply. Then 31 to 39, 32 to 39, port 0 is there, and 40 pin is for VCC supply. This provides plus 5 volt supply voltage to the chip. This bar indicates this is pin number 12 and pin number 21, means this reset, reception, transmission, and this we will see what is the purpose of this bar in this interrupt 0 and interrupt 1, then reading, writing. This is the pin description. From, as I have told you, pin number 1 to pin number 8 are pins are port 1 pins. This consists of 8-bit bidirectional input and output ports for provision of input and taking the output and giving the input to the 8051 microcontroller. Pin number 9 is reset pin. It is the active high pin. As I have told you, these are the bar indicates active low pins, and without bar it is active high pin. If the reset pin is high for minimum of the 2 machine cycle, the microcontroller will be reset. During this time, the oscillator must be running. And for oscillator, this 18th and 19th pin is provided here. Then pin number 17 is also pin number 10 to pin number 7. Pin number 10 to pin number 17. This is the port 3 pin. Port 3 is also acts as a bidirectional input-output port as well as with internal pull-ups. Additionally, all the port 3 pins have special functions. For example, here the port P30 is for reception of signal, transmission of signal, provision of interrupt signals, P32 and P33. Then this is the timer 0, timer 1. For writing, these are the active low pins, and writing and reading. These are the different functions. This is the main basic difference between the port 1 pins and port 3. The port 1 pins are exclusively for the input output ports and provision. But these are the is input output as well as a number of special functions are there. Here the proper description is given here. This is the P30 serial input, serial output, reception, transmission, external interrupt 0, external interrupt 1, timer 0, timer 1, external memory write and external memory read. Pin number 18 and 19 are the pins for connecting external oscillator. A quartz crystal oscillator is connected here, and the frequency is from 3 to 12 megahertz. Pin number 20 is the ground pin. It represents 0 volts and is connected the negative terminal of the power supply. Pin number 21 to 28, port 2. This is bidirectional ports, input and output. Additionally, when external memory is interface, uh, pin 2 pins acts as the higher order address byte. Internal pull-ups are there. Pin number 29 is for program store enable pin, and it is used for external program memory can be read using this pin number 29. Pin number 30 is for address latch enable. The external address can be separated from the data. Pin number 31 is the external access enable pin, allows external program memory. If this pin is low, the code from external program memory can be fetched, and for normal operations this pins is pulled high. Pin number pins 32 to 39 are port 0 pins. They are also bidirectional input and output pins. Here need external pull-ups in order to use port 0 pins as input output port. In addition to acting as input output, port 0 is also acts as lower order address data bus with external memories access. And this pin number 40 is the power supply pin, to which the supply voltage is given plus 5 volts. In this way, we have discussed about the complete pin diagram of microcontroller 8051. This 8051 microcontroller is 8-bit microcontroller having total 40 pins, and 4 ports are there: port 0, port 1, port 2 and port 3, and each port is having 8 bits. 8 for the total 32, a total of 32 pins are set aside for the 4 ports P0, P1, P2 and P3, where each port takes 8 pins. 8 pins, 8 bits, and total 32 bits are there. and pin number 20 is ground pin, and pin number 40 is for VCC supply plus 5 volts. Pin number 1 is exclusively for input output purpose, but pin number 3, 2 and 0 are for other functions also. And this here the bar indicates, for example, here INT 0, INT 1, read, write, this active low pins. These are the active low pins. Here ALE address latch enable, this VPP supply is also active low pins. Thank you. So this is all about the 8051 pin diagram.